So what is coronavirus? Coronavirus was originated in a city in China called Wuhan. It's center eastern side of China. Coronavirus is a family of viruses, and the one that's discovered in Wuhan in China is a member of it, but it's a novel one. That means we haven't encountered this virus before. So far, this family of viruses only were transmitted from animals to humans, and this virus was also originated in the city center of Wuhan, in a market where they were selling live and slaughtered animals. But as we know now, this virus also can be transferred from humans to humans, which means this virus being mutated. It means that the coronavirus that we have now can spread faster. The other examples of the viruses that were originated from animals are such as Ebola and flu, which you are very well aware of. Usually the viruses that can transfer easily are not very fatal. That means the death rate is not as high, or if you catch the virus, the risk of you dying is much less. It's been estimated that coronavirus that we have now has a death rate of 3%, and the flu is around 1%. But the people who are vulnerable, who have an underlying health conditions, are the ones who are at the greatest risk. The people like me who have respiratory health conditions like asthma. As you can see, I use my preventer inhaler to prevent me from having asthma attacks. So if I get this virus and this virus becomes more severe and gets to my lungs, then it can be deadly to me. The other coronaviruses that we know are SARS, which is severe acute respiratory syndrome, and Mers, which is Middle Eastern respiratory syndrome, both of which were caused by coronavirus, which were originated from animals such as Somalian camels. But Somalian camels act as an intermediary animal. They were thought that original animal that had this virus were bats or snakes. Just to give you some stats, in 2002 SARS spread to 37 countries. It infected around 8,000 people and killing more than 750 people. In contrast, MERS was a more deadly virus. However, for MERS to transfer from one human to human is harder, but it had a lethality rate of around 35%, which is really very high. But at the same time, it only infected 2,500 people. So it's a virus that causes pneumonia. So some of the symptoms that have been reported are dry cough, fever, and difficulty in breathing. In some severe cases, organ failure has been also noticed. Since it's a virus, antibiotics won't work. It's not a bacteria, it's a virus. And the antiviral medicines that we have against flu won't be effective on coronavirus. As I said earlier, people who have weaker immune system are at greater risks, especially those people who have already an underlying respiratory condition. Probably if you're being admitted to hospital, you'll be given support for your organs such as lungs. It's very hard to say the exact number of people who have been affected, because some people who get affected don't get severely ill and might affect them just as another ordinary flu or cold. Just to put you in perspective, a seasonal flu kills around 800,000 people globally every year, which is a mortality rate of less than 1%. I hope this video was useful to you guys, and if it was, don't forget to watch my other videos as you can see on the screen to my left and right. And if you have any other questions, please don't forget to put them in the comments below.